Yo, what's going on, everyone? We're back again with another podcast, a Wednesday night pre-Dynamite thing that we're going to try cook up every Wednesday. We're going to have a rotating cast for these things, but today we got an expert panel, man. We got an expert panel. We're going to talk a little bit of Dynamite, what's coming up tonight. We're going to talk Kenny Omega and his comments on his potential future. We're going to talk the AEW dates for the Canada tour that they've just released, which include Forbidden Door. And yeah, man, we're just going to talk shit for the next, just under 90 minutes before we go into Dynamite. Joe, I'll start with you, my fellow Brit. How you doing?
I'm terrific. This takes me back a little bit. We did this the very early days of Wrestle Purists. This was one of our shows, right? And then that was before we had like actual branded program that people liked. So hopefully now people can embrace this. It's a pretty good concept. It makes sense. So I'm excited. Always happy to be on here and. Good times. Should be exciting night ahead, man. Good times.
Yeah, man. We should have a good time with it. We're just gonna chill for a bit. Manny, you've got there's no costume, there's no cosplay today.
All business.
Praise the Lord, Pray all business. What's going on in the Manny world today?
Nothing much. Just worked earlier, got off. Just chilling.
Yeah, pretty. Just
fair to say, Manny. No more BS, right? Fair to say.
No more BS.
No more BS, bro.
And obviously, finally, big star in the territory. The man behind Purist. We've got Big AO in the building. He's got a few technical issues going on right now, which is unlike him. But hopefully, he can hear me and we can hear him.
Y'all,
there he is.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Yeah, man.
No Joel Santana. Y'all can hear me? Yeah, bro. My power decided to go off 15 minutes before the podcast. So this is pure 5G. I'm doing it for the love of the game. You feel me? Mod to you. DM me the link because my laptop died. I'm gonna use my phone. Bro.
It's a Wi-Fi 5G's bad.
The connection's fucked, man.
You know, I'm a New Yorker, but you know, I'm Nigerian first. And Joel, he just wanted to apologize for the colonization of Nigeria personally for people.
Doing this on that internet connection is incredible.
Good friend Chris Andrew, all of that. So Joel,
man, this is why you can't be New York with 5G, man. Those 5G signals getting blocked.
I forgive you.
We got Robo AO in the building. Hopefully we get AO's Wi-Fi kicking in.
Robo AO is so
that was
I need my power.
Yeah, we caught about 70%
like
of what you said. It's brutal.
It's like a million.
It's like just enough to make it funny, but not nearly enough to make it make sense.
No.
70% was probably a stretch,
Yeah. It started that way.
Yeah, man. We're struggling, bro. Struggling with AO, but he's here because he loves the game, I'm going to start with some super chats. Obviously, of course, as always, please like, subscribe, super chat if you're feeling generous. Always massively appreciated. But please do make sure you do like and subscribe because, that helps and don't cost you a penny, Okay. Rob, also of Unpurist, $1.99 super chat. Always appreciated. Slice StreamYard. I'm going to do that right now because AO is, he's in... going through it right now, I will do that after I get through these super chats real quick. Darren Walker, £5 super chat. Appreciate it as always. Can't wait for the Dynamite preview and get to the Orange Cassidy versus Jeff Jarrett match. Can't have a outlaw mud show wrestler beat JJ tonight. Come on, man.
It does feel like the big like online, right? That's the match everyone's debating today. It seems like.
Yeah, it has been it's been for the past couple of days, to be fair.
Yeah, it's mostly the debate is mostly someone does a tweet saying they'll be very mad, and then lots of people replied with Jeff Jarrett like memes and My World clips, which fair. Agreed.
My whole timeline has just been they want Jeff Jarrett to win.
Yeah. I get it. It's some fun. Look, man, you're not gonna get any arguments from me. I get it.
Bro, I was so happy. Like I've been on the right side of history of this. I said, bro, you just give the ball to Jeff Jarrett and you just let him hoop, man. You go out there, he'll drop 50 like prime LeBron.
Well, 25. Couple block shots, you know.
Hey man, 20. Most people don't even score 25 in their career.
No, you're right. It's the little things he does, really, man. If we're being real, it's not the scoring. You can't sit in the box score, brother. You know, can't see it.
Jeff
Real
Jarrett,
pro.
man.
He's an analytics player, not an eye test player.
Plus minus. Crazy.
Oh fuck. Okay. Harv, £2 super chat. Appreciate you. Love this cast so much. Appreciate it, man. You know, everyone tapping in. We've got about 95 people in here already. Hopefully, we'll be sitting past 100 for the majority of these. You know, I think we can pull it off. Got some big stars, even though one of them's a robot right now. Big AO's long lost child, aka Mini AO, 199 super chat. Papa, you didn't show up to my bar mitzvah.
The chat bits are incredible, man.
It's crazy, bro. I don't see this on other channels. I'm sure it happens on other channels, you know.
Yeah.
I don't see these recurring
Not
characters.
quite the rate, yeah. The rate here is high, right? Like very impressive.
There's loads, bro. There's ones that have been and gone, you know.
Yeah.
Haven't seen Regal in a minute.
Yeah, it's true, yeah. Wonder what he's up to, right, Manny?
You guys know what I found out today?
Oh, no.
Leon,
Is it about wrestling?
Leon Edwards is from the UK.
Oh, come on. Have you ever heard him talk?
No,
Bro,
I
he's from
haven't.
Oh, bro, he's got fucking Monty's accent.
He sounds like me, bro.
I was listening to his GQ's top 10 essentials, and I said, "What the fuck happened here?" I said, "What were he?"
Wait, he did one of those videos? Good for Leon, man. Good for him. I'm going to the press conference tomorrow.
Did you see the video package that they've done?
The one with Mad World?
No,
Possibly.
Yeah. I saw that.
Is it the one where John? Is it the one where DC and Joe Rogan are just roasting him on commentary, saying, you know, this is like a
it's like a like a win.
You hear Fabian shout just before like left
head kick. Yes, it's that one. Yeah. It's tremendous.
Yeah, man. Shout out Leon Edwards, fellow Brummy, you know, world champ. Usman's a monster, though, bro. You know, it's a tough outing.
I did pop though when he said one of his essentials is having jerk chicken with him. Just
beast. Yeah, I think some weird shit is ahead in that fight. You know, so many different dynamics at play now. After that what happened last time, I think it'll be very, very interesting.
Free me from the shackles of bad Wi-Fi. Free me from the shackles of 5G.
I think it worked.
Real quick before we move on to Dynamite, that fight's gonna be crazy because either Usman's just gonna expose Leon Edwards, or Leon Edwards is just gonna be like, you know, like he got the confidence he needs to be a champ. So you know, it's gonna be pretty funny.
It's gonna be very, very interesting.
Either way, maybe his knees go out. You know, like Joe Rogan keeps saying, "I can't walk on concrete."
I've seen that. Yeah, can't walk on concrete. Incredible headline.
You just know that Joe was just told that, like, when Usman was hurting after a fight or something, you know, needed his day off. And Rogan just ran with it as, like, that's how he goes through daily life now, you know?
Well, I assume he's not on the broadcast this week, right? It's London, so at least you won't have to hear it on the pay-per-view, I guess. So there's that. But nonetheless.
Well, I'll be listening to it on the fight. I'll be listening to it on the Fight Companion.
Of course, that's the thing you would admit to. Of course, it is, Manny.
Of course. Yeah, man. Let's get to professional wrestling because apparently this is a professional wrestling channel.
I've heard that. Yep.
Okay, so Kenny Omega did an interview with CBC. Obviously, this was in I'd say promotion preparation for AEW's big Dynamite show tonight in Winnipeg. So, you know, he was doing his promo run and he got into a few things regarding his future, and he was actually directly asked about the appeal for WWE to him. So, like I said, he was directly asked if WWE, conquering WWE, is something that would appeal to him. And he said that he thinks that anything right now, anything new appeals to him, challenges, and also always appeals to him. Yeah, just that alone has kind of sent a lot of people into a frenzy. Just the idea that WWE appeals to Kenny Omega in any way, shape, or form. Obviously, he did go on to say a lot more. One of the more interesting things I took from the interview was when he was asked about kind of his future and stuff, like even just kind of like outside of the direct WWE question, he said that like right now it seems like he hasn't had that like that moment where he realizes what he wants to do next. That's what it's like. We've lost AO.
Yeah, about 15 seconds ago, but yes, it may be a good time. Maybe coming back with actual internet in a moment. So bear with.
Who knows?
But carry on.
Yeah, like he said, the exact wording was that he said, "What's next? I don't know because nothing is spoken to me, nothing is told me. This is what you need to do, right?" Then the interviewer went on and said, "So the answer's kind of like maybe," and he's like, "Yeah, the Spidey senses hasn't been triggered yet. So again, one day at a time. I want to get this Winnipeg show out of the way. Blah 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 blah. Puts over Winnipeg as a city, etc., etc., etc." So it seems like like I said, it seems like WWE appeals to him. I think he's just kind of, when you look at the wording of what he actually said, it seems like he's really kind of, it's very smartly worded,
Right.
It's not like, I want to go to WWE. It's very much a man in the middle of contract negotiation, That's what it sounds like to me. Almost strategically said some of the things he said, But yeah, man, I personally can't really see Kenny Omega moving on to WWE at this point, I don't know. Regardless of him saying that he definitely appeals to him, of course it appeals to him. He's a professional wrestler. Like, unless you're someone like fucking Eddie Kingston, there's going to be some form of appeal there, even if it's just a paycheck, So,
or me.
Well, yes, very prominent professional wrestler. I mean, it's always hard because it's like the negotiation part of it is too relevant to just look past and view it, as it is, right? Like that is ultimately the motivation for putting any kind of message out there right now. So it's like, I believe that he's intrigued by the challenge? Yes. Do I think that necessarily is something that would convince him that that's the place for him to be? Not really. I don't think it's impossible. I've seen much crazier things happen, so I'm not going to come on here and say absolutely no way. But if you ask me my gut feeling, I would say that I would say it's pretty unlikely. Personally, I would. But I mean, I would have said that about many things that have come to fruition in recent years. So that's where I'm at personally. Manny, what did you make of this quote, mate?
I mean, I didn't really see the quotes at all until I heard them right now.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really been on. I mean, I have to lie. I've been on Twitter, but I haven't really seen any of the Kenny Omega stuff.
Are you revealing right now that you've actually muted the words Kenny Omega? Is that what you're saying, Manny? Feels like that's what you just said.
Yes, I have.
That was my assumption. What's your gut feeling on what Kenny does when his contract winds down?
I mean, this man's a A1 worker in the sense where like he did the same thing after every year he was in New Japan. Like, he just teased he was leaving, and he was just like, I saw somebody point out that he planned out in all his interviews, like he planned out what he was going to be doing for New Japan. In his interview, saying that he was probably not going to resign. So I mean, I think he's just playing like negotiations, and like, since WWE's up in the air right now with the sale and who's really in charge, I really just don't really see him leaving. He just might end up just signing a long-term deal since he's also the New Japan champion, and it seems like that's where he wants to be too. I just think it's all like strategic stuff going on.
Yeah, possibly. Probably, to be honest. He said one of the things he did say as well was as he's got older, he cares more about the what kind of people he can reach, what kind of positive thing can he contribute, and what does he feel best suited for. That would obviously suggest kind of being more free and not locked down like he would be in WWE,
Right.
I don't know. Sounds like he should be going traveling to high schools doing motivational speaking to me.
I mean, I don't know. It also like you could also take that quote as being, he wants to build that platform is bigger. Like, there's so many different ways to look
Yeah,
at it because it's,
100%.
and that's why it's hard because it isn't just a guy's earnest thoughts. While I believe he's being honest, it's the negotiation is looming over all of this, right? So it's very hard to kind of to just attack it as
Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't want to come out and be like, "Oh, I'd never leave AEW."
exactly. Yeah, that doesn't do anyone any
Yeah.
good, right?
Tony,
So-
when Tony Khan takes $500K off his yearly
Yeah.
salary, which he was about to offer him, it's oh shit, we've got Rob. Rob has joined us on the bench. Sorry, man. Rob, your camera is half covered, which is a Rob trait. It's his thing. But what's going on, Rob? Unpure is on. Can't hear you. Can't hear a word you're saying, bro.
This is quite the show we're bringing you tonight, folks.
this unpurish sabotage of the Wednesday night pre-Dynamite show, bro. It's crazy.
Hello.
There we go.
Yeah. How are you? I'm doing well. They changed my the audio thing, but it wasn't working. My fault. But yeah, I'm just ready for Dynamite. Very excited for Dynamite.
Yeah, man.
Tremendous. Rob, do you ever read on this Kenny Omega business we've been talking through here? The latest quotes, where he's headed, what you think he's doing? What do you reckon?
He was supposed to come home, man. He was supposed to come home. He was supposed to go back to Deep South Wrestling, brother. He was supposed to come home. I'm heartbroken. But I guess competition is better for wrestling. So whatever.
I don't know about all that. Whatever. Honestly, as someone who is I'm not one of the only WWE guys on this channel. I watch WWE and AEW.
All wrestling's a good bit right now.
No. What I was gonna say is that I wouldn't want Kenny Omega in WWE, bro. It feels wrong, It feels wrong, bro. Like at this point in his career as well. Like it's just kind of the only thing that pops me about it is the idea of an Omega WrestleMania entrance or some shit. Like just kind of like a novelty thing, but like actually wanting him to do like a 3-year run in the Fed. I don't want to see it, bro. I'm not interested in it.
Character on Raw or SmackDown feels bizarre, right? It's like he can't It's a really strange thing to wrap your head around. Yeah, I don't disagree.
I would not want to see it. Not like, oh my god, when he's on Raw, I'm going to turn the channel off.
Right,
it would absolutely not be that, but it's not something like, you need Kenny Omega versus Roman Reigns on fucking no. I'm not dying for that.
No,
Go ahead, Miney.
I was gonna say he was such a weird character anyways last year on Dynamite. I wonder if he can amp that up to another level on Raw or something like that, or what his scripted promos would look like.
Right.
I don't think is Triple H still doing scripted promos and shit.
I think it depends on the guy. I think some guys have much more freedom. I think it's definitely based on what I see. It looks like some guys still get sent out there with scripts. I'd imagine Kenny, they would try and come up with a creative presentation that suits him. I would guess if it was Triple H's regime. If it was Vince's regime.
I have also I was supposed to come on here. I have a message from AO.
Yes.
He said, I lost power and my Wi-Fi is not cutting it. But he said, I'm going to make up for it by being on the flagship tomorrow.
Breaking news.
Some real that's real work right there. You know what I'm saying? That's real work, right?
Hook, folks.
It'd be so funny if how Tony has the rumors Tony has already doing him on TV or whatever. Yeah. Imagine Triple H sees him can you just do me again like you did on AEW a while back?
What is the match for Roman in WWE? Is it Roman? Is that the actual for Omega? Yes, that's the only one, right? That really jumps off the page.
our good friend Jack Cosby, where we're just running around with this pro wrestling magazine, all over.
Don't get me started, Manny.
You don't think he could sell out in the main event in the stadium with Seth Rollins?
I mean, I'm sure he could.
Brock
It's just,
Lesnar. If he's still there.
Brock's. I mean, Brock's is likely to be on the other channel. I think this
Bro.
point. That's
I mean, Brock and Tyler Black are going to be on AEW, so I don't think he would go do that. So
stop with this, Manny. Please, enough. We have like a year of this now. Come on.
Can you imagine Brock Lesnar's like, can you imagine what it does to Bray Wyatt if Brock Lesnar's like, yeah, I'll work Kenny Omega, but I'm not working you.
Kenny Omega would get a good match out of Bro.
Yeah.
That'd be an interesting science experiment.
If Bray don't
what
break
Kenny Omega does with the Fiend,
No, I mean, you got two sickos in there that they think wrestling's at another level. Like they're just gonna be like,
Kenny's
trying to make a film out there.
The Fiend could definitely bring out some bad instincts in Kenny. I feel like they'd be really they would go in dangerous directions. I think, but you're probably right.
They'd be on some stuff, bro.
And then
go on, man. Go on.
I was gonna say that he's gonna be bragging after he works Kenny, like to every other top star. I had an IWGP World Heavyweight Champ work with me. I don't know why you guys don't want to come work with me.
Don't main eventer, brother. But yeah, bam, $5 super chat. Appreciate you as always. Finally, AO enjoy together.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Whoa. I'm sorry.
This is my Omega Okada of Wrestling podcast. There's love to Monty and Money as well. Top matches wanted from all of you guys.
I'm about to make my I am live tweet right now. Hold on.
Tremendous. Look, that's the press professionalism. I respect that. Top matches just across the board. Any matches?
Yeah, right now.
Anytime this is asked in any form, I will continue to request Tomohiro Ishii and Samoa Joe. That's all I want. I'm a simple man. The rest, you can entertain yourself with the rest, but that's my the one that feels very feasible. Feels like Tony could throw that graphic up at some point and it would just be like, yeah, of course. Yeah. That's the one I want right now, personally.
I want FTR versus Okada and Tanahashi.
That one might need to take some work, but I'm for it.
Yo, I want the Bucks against Okada and Tanahashi, and I want the Bucks against Okada and Kenny. Those are the two matches that I think probably sell out the stadium.
Have you guys ever seen Okada and Ishii versus the Young Bucks?
Yeah, that match is really good.
Oh.
When was that?
It was in Australia. I think 17.
Okay. I was thinking about Forbidden Door matches earlier, and it's like, I think Danielson and Okada kind of feels like the obvious sort of, the two, they're really, you could argue they're the two top guys in the world, right? I think there's guys who are in the conversation, but you couldn't argue if someone said they're your top two.
Yeah.
That one feels like a natural for Forbidden Door at some point, even if not this year, because obviously Brian's got to wrestle Zach at some point. He's got to wrestle Shibata at some point. Brian's got a whole lot of matches lined up. But that one, Okada and Danielson did jump off to me when I was thinking earlier.
I'm going to be so sick when people start comparing that Impact Multiverse show with the Forbidden Door show. Like, see, why couldn't we get these matches like that happen in Impact? And I'm just going to be like, oh, come on. Impact doesn't have top guys that can lose like AEW as top guys. They actually have to move tickets.
As long as we don't get what we get last year and everybody got hurt right before Forbidden Door, we should be straight. It'll probably be. It's definitely gonna be better than the Impact show if nobody's hurt.
That's not even a conversation. Is that just an argument Manny's just made up?
Manny just made up. He does that a lot.
No, because I saw that account Draven just post both graphics and just like. I can just tell after he tweeted that he was like rubbing his hands. Like,
I will say, I do think the Impact show looks pretty good. I mean, they've done a good job of
that's. It does. It's just Manny hates Impact so much. It doesn't matter.
It's not even really an Impact. Honestly, bro, it's not even really an Impact show. I mean, look at it. It's like it's a bizarre mix. It's pretty cool.
I'm not even watching it.
Of course.
Of course you're not. Circar Cam, $2 super chat. Chris killed AO's Wi-Fi. Yeah. We can just blame Chris again. It's what we always do over here anyway. Bree with $4.99. Appreciate it. It's the big dad blasting my world on the way home.
Y'all know what time it is. I don't have it on the soundboard right
now. Scary times, bro. Scary times. Darren Walker, £5 super chat, appreciate it. Ayo, a shambles tonight if you're booing Anna on tonight. Not get this shambles. Mix up of words there, you know. But feel like Darren Walker, we all know he's a fan of his favourites at Ibu and Anna. We need to get Anna back on maybe tomorrow. We'll see what she's doing. Always get this name mixed up. Reggie, $5 super chat. Happy inaugural international champion Jeff Jarrett. What does Jeff Jarrett love, bro?
Okay, let's kind of
Yeah.
make a. Are we actually predicting this is going to happen tonight, or are we?
I
'Cause I'm
don't
genuinely
think it
intrigued where
is.
you guys are at on this.
If it
I
doesn't,
don't think
AEW will fucking fail.
Yeah, hey man, I don't know, man. Jeff Jarrett hasn't been pinned clean in AEW. And I don't
He
think
has.
Orton's the first one.
He hasn't been pinned at all, bro. Let alone clean.
Yeah.
Dude ain't looked over the lights yet. He ain't doing it. But
And I do want to note there's only like 3 matches announced. It's this one, the Jade match, and then that
Trios.
9-man crazy tag.
there's the trios too. There's the Stu Grayson trios.
I need
4
I need-
matches.
I need Team Canada to fuck over Orange Cassidy, so Jeff Jarrett can get that win.
I
need that. But minus Scott D'Amore. Minus Scott D'Amore.
Oh.
You listen. You don't want it because Monty hates everything, yo. I'll call a promo good, and Monty will quote to you and be like, "Yo, nigga, what?"
Yeah, that Ruby promo.
Monty and I were having a conversation about Bray Wyatt, and I was, folks have seen it on the air. Like, I'm pretty negative about Bray, and Monty, to his credit, tries his best to be generous.
Yeah.
So I thought I would play along with him, and I said, I quite like that promo he did, and I've named this like singular segment that I liked. And Monty comes back and didn't like it.
No, we'll go in the group chat. We'll be like, that promo I think that promo fucking sucked, man.
Yeah, man.
Shit was garbage.
Just it's a different time now.
Yeah.
Kids
I
these
would-
days, etc. Yeah.
Bro, I was in a daze yesterday. I woke up from my nap and freaking Monty's over here tweeting NXT, and I said, "Where did this happen?" He's only
Manny only discovered last night that I live tweet NXT, and it just feel like it broke his brain for a moment. He was disgusted. He was sending it into group chats.
I was like, bro, I didn't say this, but I was like, bro, in my head, I was like, man, doing all this work, staying up late just for 70 likes. Come on, you could do something better with your time.
No, I've got Dumb Guy live on. I've got NXT on in the background. That's what Tuesday nights, bro. That's what I'm doing.
That fucking show.
But yeah, man, that show. Jose Mourinho, $5. Pop. Jeff Jarrett winning tonight. Another one. It's Wrestling Heritage. Is it? Here we go. This is Wrestling Heritage right now. Showtime Spurs. $5.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Monty, you excited for Tony D and Stacks getting the tag titles?
Yeah.
Set the sights last night, Joe.
Yeah.
Who are the champs? The Creeds?
No, Gallus.
Oh,
Gallus,
well,
yeah.
good luck, boys.
That's a real win right there.
Yeah, I guess.
That's a real win.
Jeff Jarrett's gonna win the title today while the Billington Bulldogs are in the crowd, and then Mrs. Hart is in the crowd, and he's gonna hold up the title, throw up his 2 little deuces with his little guitar that's all smashed up, and everybody's gonna be celebrating. It's gonna be a great night in Canada. Bret Hart's gonna come out.
Oh man, fuck. Darren Walker again. Appreciate £5 super chat. If Omega leaves, got to do the right thing for business and lose the Punk in final AEW match. Whew.
Yo, I would shit on this, but Darren Walker likes me in the soundboard, so I'm gonna let it rock. But I'm gonna let it rock.
Hey man, put someone over in a big way on the way out. Punk's a fresh young talent. Could do a lot for him.
Fresh face, CM Punk.
Fresh in talent. Yeah, fresh in a fucking old home talent.
Hey man, who would you say Omega? He's leaving in November. Takeshita. That's the one that you like. That's my
definitely. Yeah, he would.
That would be
definitely
to me. That's the obvious one.
Yeah.
I'll have Takeshita beat him in like 2 minutes.
That would
What is
honestly have
wrong
the
with you?
opposite effect, man. Like the ideal thing would have a classic match, and then kind of the idea would be Kenny was, endorsing him in a lot of ways, which would
Hey
be
man, I can't send him to WWE with a 5-star match under his belt, bro.
why?
Bro, you have to listen because if Takeshita just beats him in 2 minutes, it's gonna be more about him getting squashed on the way
Yeah.
out than Takeshita winning.
Yeah. And the whole thing of having Kenny endorse him would be defeated because Kenny's fans would just be like, "What the fuck is this?" So they'd be mad.
I'll just have Kid beat him. Just here you go, Kid.
Hey, that's too far, man.
All right, bro.
That's too far.
It's too much. It's too much, bro.
Take it
Let's
easy.
slow down.
Five Kip Sabian moves.
Nah. No mention of that name. Not on this show. Okay. IDEC or I don't even know. $2.79. I'll get Forbidden Door and the Dynamite. TK is my dad. Yeah, man. We're gonna talk all about the Canada dates that were announced earlier on today. It's looking good, man, for our Canadian friends.
Canada dates.
You're not seeing?
Seen what?
Okay, so about when was it? About an hour or two ago, AEW announced 6 Canada dates. One of them was the Forbidden Door date. So Forbidden Door is going to be in Toronto this year, man. They're doing like a Canadian tour, and yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know which arena in Canada?
Oh no, bro.
The
Steady
Forbidden
on,
Door is at Scotiabank Arena.
See, Joe's got his stats down.
They're going to Toronto. They're going to Toronto.
Yeah, man. They're doing it big. They're doing a big
feels
Canada.
like they
Hopefully, they sell some
should,
tickets. Good stuff.
They should probably push the Owen back to that tour, right? If it was like the final, at least doing the final in Canada.
Oh, if you're doing 6 dates, are they all TV? Because I didn't know.
No, the last one's a house show.
No. Okay. Well, you've got 5 TVs though, so you could do a tournament in 5 TVs. Easy. So it would make a lot of sense, wouldn't it? And hopefully this time they can kind of up the presentation and make it a bit more distinctive.
It's not happening.
I mean, I don't know, man. You got a lot of criticism for it, and Tony usually reacts to criticism. So, fingers crossed.
Well, I mean, can we just put it on Cage Match so we can read it? Just like
see, Murph's being spiteful. Look at this, Rob. You're gonna take this. $4.99 super chat from Murph YouTube of Film Guy live on Tuesday nights. Advertising AO and then having Rob appear is brutal for swindling your audience. Jokes aside, let's have a good Dynamite, fellas.
That's all right. You know, Murph. Since I am an EVP, Murph, you are banned from the Thursday show. You can appear on no more Thursday shows. Thursday shows are not for you. You gotta stick to Tuesday, or hopefully there's a spot open on a Saturday. But you're not getting on
Saturday. Saturday, the one day we do nothing. Okay. That's what you get, Murph, for being spiteful, bro. What do you want from me? Gary Lineker, $5. Lads, you can't blame Monty for being miserable. It is Brummy heritage. I mean, fair, I can't.
Yeah, you can't really argue with that, can you? It's kind of.
I'm not miserable. I'm not miserable. I'm a critic.
That fucking 3-way trios match is gonna be godly tonight, and the Manji's it was okay. It was all right.
No one won't, bro. Don't do the elite like that.
We have to force him to read out his star rating on the spreadsheet next week. I'm going to make it my mission. We'll go through it. It'll be like 4.5, 4 1/4, 4 3/4, and they'll be like, yeah, there was a 3 in here. Who was that by?
Oh man, good old star ratings. Joe's back in the star rating game.
Debuted.
Bro, out of that match, everybody's gonna think I'm a little crazy what I'm about to say, but in that trios match, I have Sammy Guevara circled with Buddy Matthews. I want to see what kind of magic they're gonna cook.
Yeah.
Seriously, Manny, who is gonna hear what you just said and be like, man, Manny's crazy?
That's gonna be the first fraud alert, man, and see if he can get something good out of Sammy.
Look at this sad message.
You gotta stop this.
Rob,
Sammy's gonna be really great.
Wait, no.
Aww.
No.
Poor Murph, Poor Murph.
I know, Murph.
Murph don't even tweet or promote the podcast. He has no enough to spend on, He's too embarrassed, you know. You don't want his school friends and his college friends knowing he's a big
Just make a
old
different
wrestling
Twitter.
geek like the rest of
Bro.
us, you know.
Monty, speaking of that, I was at work earlier, and then I was sitting there in breakfast,
Uh-huh.
and like they had the USA channel playing in, where me and my friend were talking about the Usman fight. We're talking about amateur wrestling, and then you have the Raw came out commercial, and he said, "Man, who the fuck watches that bullshit still, bro?" And I was sitting there, I was like, "Yeah, Ron, I don't know what's going on. I mean,
Yeah, man. Wrestling shit is weird, isn't it?
Yeah, bro. It's,
My friends do the same
it
shit.
can be tough, bro. It's tough, you know. There's no explaining, you know.
No,
it's like you can't. Like, they're either in it or they're not, you know.
that's, Jeff Jarrett has that quote is literally what you said. So like, if they get wrestling, it doesn't need explaining. If they don't get it, you could never explain it. Like that
Right.
actually is perfect for pro wrestling. It's,
Right.
It's
Yeah.
a weird
Like-
beast.
Like the guys on YouTube, I love them. Shout out to them though. The guys on
Ooh.
YouTube making the 30-minute like video essays about wrestling and shit.
man, imagine trying to explain that to your friend, like, bro, come
Yeah.
on, man."
It's just cool shit, nigga.
Yeah, man. It's just, I don't know. It's like Joe said, Jarrett quote, you know. A lot of Jeff Jarrett talk tonight. He got that quote right, you know. Okay, Madfan got a couple super chats off Madfan. Appreciate it as always. $1.99. TK do a King of the Mountain contender match if Double J wins. Real Impact Law, you know. TNA. I get that. I just. Man.
You're not feeling good about this one. Yeah, I can tell.
I don't
You're not
think
feeling good about
he's
it.
winning. I don't think he's winning anyway.
Okay, but forget what you think. What do you feel? How do you feel about this sort of this raging agenda that's emerged in the last few days here?
I get it because it's just funny and it's
Yeah.
Double J. Like, you know, I'm all for it, but like,
Monty, you're
actually,
telling me Tanahashi, Jeff Jarrett for the international title doesn't get your blood flowing after
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's some real pro wrestling, you know.
That's
What are the
not
odds?
really
Okay, so what are the odds of that, right?
I don't
The
know.
greatest wrestler of all
Well,
time versus the greatest wrestler from Tennessee of all time. That doesn't
Something like that.
It
Yeah.
doesn't excite you?
Just mention that on the poster.
Yeah, good graphic. You know?
That doesn't excite
But
you?
yeah, man, a lot of Double J agenda going on, and another one from us on 199. Appreciate you again. Daniel Garcia first encounter with Omega tonight will rule. So
I'm excited
that's a real matchup, man. You know,
You need
not
that
your
match.
bullshit.
Daniel Garcia in that match is going to be kind of weird. I mean, like,
Yeah.
because his style of wrestling is different from everybody in there. So
That's the one reason I was like, a part of me kind of wished it was just the straight up trios because you would have got more Garcia and Kenny, right? Because you would have more time to breathe. Now it's going to be like an all out, like, you know, just move fest, which is fine. It'll be more fun, probably a better match that way. But selfishly, as a Garcia fan, it does feel like he will still be good in it, but he's less of a natural fit in this than he would have been just the straight up trios, I think. So we'll see what happens.
I already got my 5 ready to send to Monty when it's time to get ratings. So
I think Dave Meltzer too. He already has in the Observer. He already has the match down with 5. So
yeah, this shit could be gas.
He's yeah, I'm not even. No need, you know. You know when you think, you know when you're about to say something, you're just like, "There's no need for it," you know.
Was it regarding star ratings too, of all things?
No, it was just There's like I said, there's no need. But yeah, man, Forbidden Door coming to Toronto, June 25th, I believe is the date. Yeah, man, finally got the date, finally got the venue announced, city announced, all that stuff. It's fully announced. Tickets go on sale at the end of this month. Yeah, man, wonder, we've already kind of briefly spoke a little bit about it, but I kind of want to just fantasy book card a little bit, you know, before we go into like the proper like Dynamite preview.
Yeah.
What is the number one match that you want on this show that you feel is like a realistic possibility? And Joe, you can't say Samoa Joe versus Tomohiro.
That's fine, I've got it. And this is, folks, I don't want to derail the show, so you're going to just let me do this and we'll move on, I promise. I would like to get the CM Punk Tanahashi match. I'm sorry, folks. I know there's a lot that comes with that. I was very close last year. That's the one I would like personally. It was dangled in front of me. Like, that's the one. I'm sorry, Rob.
Me, I want Andrade and Rush versus Naito and Shingo.
For fuck's sake.
It's not happening, man. It can't happen.
Andrade. I thought I was going to call
it can't happen.
Bro, it is. You don't see.
No, that is a good match, but it's just kind of like the one match, you know.
No, it is.
I love that Manny immediately went to Rush. I respect that on some level.
That's what popped me. Yeah.
Okada and I'm trying to think.
Adam Cole.
I want Okada. My one thing I'd prioritize if I had the pen was I'd want Okada to actually have a singles match. You know.
Yeah.
Like a real, an actual dream one. Whether that's Kenny again, like you can do with Kenny again. Whether that's Brian. Whether that's
Kenny's gonna work Ospreay, man. I think Kenny and Ospreay is such a natural match for this stage.
Hopefully he's better, man, because obviously he just had to pull out the New Japan. He just had to pull out the New Japan, but the most recent shows and upcoming shows. I don't know if he's been fully pulled out of the new. Yeah, he has. He's been replaced by Mark Davis, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So Ospreay's out of the New Japan Cup with injury. That's unfortunate. Hopefully it's not too serious and he don't require surgery or anything because we need Ospreay at that show because he arguably had the best match on the show last year.
I think he did. Yeah.
Bro, if Ospreay is out longer than Forbidden Door, there will be a voice note of like 5-minute voice note on my Twitter of me breaking down into tears, yelling.
I would be stunned. Honestly, I would be stunned, but we'll see. I mean, but assuming he's healthy, it does feel like that's the natural place to do the rematch.
Shoulders are weird though, man. Like,
yeah, we back. Yeah, we back. Yeah, we all the way back like a wave cap. It's hit, bro. Guess who got their power back, pussy-o? Monty ain't wanted to happen, bro. Monty was praying on my downfall. Monty ain't want me on this show so bad. He flew to DC, caught my power lines, tried to sabotage the Joe and AO connection because he knew what it was. He knew it would be big business. He did. He was scared of our power, Joe. Well, guess what? Big AO always comes out on top. I'm here.
Yeah.
You caught me.
Got you. We got you.
You got me, man.
Look at the chat, nigga. Look at the AO pop in the chat. The fuck are you talking about? I'm here.
Tweet that you're back, by the way.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me get my phone.
See if we can get a boost. You know, see if we can get a boost in the demo.
Let's show y'all what I do for this fucking territory. Hold on.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, man. Let's keep flowing through these super chats.
Got 117 people in the building. Please tweet that link out.
Yeah, man. Do it. Even if you don't want to do a full-on tweet, like a full-on promoter, you know, just give us a retweet on our Twitter. Make sure you've all give us a like, and if you're not subscribed already, please do so. Keep the super.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Okay.
What just happened?
I legitimately, like, when I sat back down, I touched a button on my laptop and it kicked me out.
Okay.
It was for real accident.
I legitimately thought it was connected.
It was for real accident. I'm like how Monty be muting me on purpose, but we don't gotta go there right now. Let me tweet this link out.
Yeah, man. Okay. Okada is teaming with Mercedes at Forbidden Door. I could see that. That would pop me, but I still really want the Okada singles match, man, because we didn't get one last year.
Yeah.
You know.
And the Mercedes singles match would be pretty fucking cool too.
I'd actually be surprised if Mercedes actually there.
Yeah,
really?
I think I agree.
She'll be back in the Fed by then.
Yeah.
When's SummerSlam?
July, probably
August,
July.
Right?
Because it was
July.
End of July, ain't it?
Hold on.
So she only has 2 more matches left on her deal, right?
SummerSlam 2023.
SummerSlam
2023, August 5th, 2023 at Ford.
It would be beast if that was like what she did, you know, in a way. But at the same time, I don't really want her to go back to WWE because the idea of her blowing up Stardom excites me more than anything. Then also she can pop onto AEW whilst doing that as well, which would be really cool. But it also would be beast if she has a fucking 4.5, 5-star match on Forbidden Door and just shows up at SummerSlam as well, you know.
I also like I also like when you watch the Stardom press conferences, all the girls in Stardom like literally say, "No, I want to face Mercedes.
Mhm.
No, I want to face
Yeah,
Mercedes."
she's the
or something like
pros,
that.
bro, and that's how she should be presenting. You know.
If Mercedes happens to be on that card, I don't think she's wrestling an AEW wrestler. She's going to be wrestling a Stardom wrestler.
Who's Jay White facing? Jay White is facing Madcap Moss on main event.
I won't go that far.
Probably SmackDown, but yeah, you know.
Jay
That's
White will be feuding
Jay,
with
bro.
Cody Rhodes. You know.
Jay, you know where
Jay,
you
oh,
need
Jay
to go.
Whitehall? I need him versus Scripps immediately.
Jay White versus Quincy Elliott don't sound fire to y'all?
Bro, Jay White, you know how Jay White, you guys know how Jay White can sell. When Quincy Elliott grabs one they them titty in a hand and then grabs another they them titty in his other hand and just smacks him over Jay Whitehall's head over and over again. Wrestling is back, baby. What are we talking about?
Bro, people let that shit fly, but when AEW does something stupid, you know, they just like, oh, bro. You know,
No one let that shit fly.
No,
bro.
that shit was on my timeline all day.
No, they was letting it fly. They was letting it fly. They said, what's the difference between this and Orange Cassidy? I saw the tweets. They said, yes, bro, I swear I saw these tweets. They was also saying other shit. What else was they saying? Rob, I know you saw the tweets too, bro. What else was they saying?
Oh, it was bro.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna say
it
something
was
great,
like
but never
y'all are just being weird because Quincy yada yada yada. It's like no. He should
Oh
be
yeah,
fired.
people were being isms and phobics and it was nasty.
weird.
It's an ugly situation. It's a Twitter situation.
He's doing the reverse Orange Cassidy.
Razzle said Jay White too sweet, Quincy's pretty.
This is crazy. You know. Let me keep powering through these super chat.
Okay.
We've got a few more. Mazfan84 499, appreciate you again. Any singles combo of Shida, Kyrie, Hayter, and Mercedes would be awesome. Agreed. Hayter and Shida have never been in the ring with either of them ever. Yeah, man. Obviously, the women's side of the things is actually like really exciting to think about. Hopefully, we actually get like a couple of matches on the card.
Hey man,
Because the talent roster like between the two so deep. Like AEW is like higher end.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they've got some really great workers on the higher end of their roster. And then obviously Stardom is, you know, it's ridiculous in terms of an in-ring talent perspective. It's ridiculous. Yeah, man, there's loads of matchups, but any of those names that you mentioned, you know they're going to deliver on a pay-per-view. So, yeah, man, there's loads of I'd happily watch Mercedes pretty much wrestle anyone realistic. You know, it's really at that point. So
I agree.
we'll see how it goes. Darren Walker asks with a £2 super chat. We appreciate him. Who you think gets Will Ospreay? If he's fit, as Joe said, I'm with him. I think it'll probably be Omega. So
it's gotta be Kenny, bro. You gotta run that back on AEW television.
Hopefully he's not hurt.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully, because you know,
bro.
You don't want literally one of the best wrestlers in the world injured.
Listen, y'all don't want to hear me cry, bro. It's very ugly, bro. Don't please.
Oh man, I can't wait. Oh man, people are just gonna be posting those Naito Orange Cassidy match graphics like
I need that
last time.
Listen, oh shit. Anyway, listen, be back. Listen, Naito, bro. Y'all niggas need to stop playing with Naito, bro.
No. Naito needs to stop playing with himself. No pause, nigga. We from Philly. He had y'all niggas slandering Shota because Naito decided to take a night off in the main event. She took the night off. What did you want Shooter to do, bro? Y'all was slandering the young goat, the young god left and right.
Yeah.
Then what happened last night, nigga? What happened last night, nigga? Big Shooter.
Also, yeah. Shout out to fucking Shota, bro. Had a banger match last night with
That's
fucking Zack Sabre Jr. As Hogs DDT and backup Silverback, you niggas know nothing.
And we up 30 viewers already. Look, and no. Hold on. And we up 30 viewers already. Let's talk about what Big AO does for the territory. All right. We're gonna go around the panel. And I'm gonna collect a compliment from every single one of you. Starting with Monty. Let's go.
I already called you one of the big stars of the territory earlier, so you know. Shout out the AO people showing up in the live chat.
Appreciate it, you yellow bastard.
You know, send some super chats.
Joe.
Well, I mean, it's very simple for me. We get a direct cut of said super chat. So I just like to, thank you for putting food on my table. It means a lot.
Of course, man. Of course.
I was concerned there when you was gone. I was looking at the chat like, oh shit, this could be tough tonight. I may not be able to get the next AEW pay per view at this rate, but now things are looking good. So I appreciate you, man. I read that.
Rob.
It's not my checks, so I don't know. Like, I don't know if you want me to.
All right, Manny.
Hey, man. I don't know, man.
And he said, "Hey, man."
Yo, you know what? You know what? Me and Manny got beef, bro. 'Cause first of all, I'm starting not to like this nigga, son. Because first of all, he's doing this whole trolling the elite bit. People really thinks he doesn't like the elite. I'm tired of it, bro.
That's disgusting.
He's doing this whole trolling the elite bit. All right, he debated me with that fake Andrew Zarian shit that I got a lot of heat for. All right, he still owes me 19 followers from that. And then he pulled up to Imperius 2 weeks ago and trolled us the entire chat. So Manny, bro, I threatened you with an HR visit last time we spoke. But we gonna talk after this podcast. Manny Maniacs in the audience, say goodbye. This is his last show.
I've got some backstage issues that we're gonna have to address after the show. But yeah, man, Manny, you gotta learn, bro. You gotta learn.
It has been a little much lately, right? We're all Manny's friends. We're all friends here.
Listen, the Tyler Black stuff.
That was too far for me. I was uncomfortable.
Tyler Black shit, yo.
Son, that was hilarious, bro.
Manny doing like Montesillo deep dives on Tyler Black, bro, and like the whole SAT and shit, bro.
It's horrible stuff, bro. But yeah, let's keep powering through. Brian Buster, 199. Jeff Jarrett versus Minoru Suzuki. Could you imagine Jeff Jarrett taking those straps and shit, bro?
Yo,
that's fucking awesome.
That's a match I'd really actually want to see.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, man. Suzuki just like the novelty he brings us. Like, you want to see that dynamic meet with so many.
How they would pair their match. Yeah,
also, Jarrett has been in New Japan before.
Yeah, bro, he's a member of the Bullet Club. What are we talking about?
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, man. What was you saying, Joe?
No, I was just I was agreeing with the Jeff Suzuki thing being interesting.
Yeah,
I think it'd be fun to see what they'd come up with there. I think
Vince Jr. is excited for Bushwhacker J. Ben Dixon, $2 super chat. Appreciate you.
Yeah,
man, Bushwhacker J is crazy, bro. I can't lie.
Look, man, it could unravel quick if Vince is the one booking that thing. It could go many different directions.
I forgot.
I think Triple H will like fucking love
I agree.
Jay White, bro.
Triple H is not my concern.
He's like he's like a proper Triple H wrestler, you know. Like,
yeah.
I need
he's got the leather jackets and everything. He already comes with it. Like,
I need him in a singlet that has kangaroos all over it.
Yeah,
kangaroos, koala bears. What else? The motherfuckers in Australia got, bro?
Yeah,
I know he's from New Zealand too. But you think Vince McMahon knows the difference, Monty?
Fair question.
They got the big ass tarantulas and shit too.
He's got a Australian rules football gimmick where he just goes out there with an Australian rules football, just throws it at people's heads and shit.
So I need to ask you guys something. So I was listening to a podcast with Bill Simmons and Brian Gortz.
Oh, okay, carry on.
And Bill Simmons asked him, "Do you think?" Because for some reason, when Bill Simmons talks about wrestling, he thinks everything's a work. Like he thought the Vince leaving was a work, and he thought he was booking the whole time. And he says, "You think Vince was happy for Triple H his success?" And Brian Gortz is like, "Yeah, Vince is a good guy like that. He was happy for all his success, and he was willing to let him keep booking and all that, But that's what he was just saying, pretty much like the gist is like he was happy for Hunter and all his success. Do you guys really think he was, or you think it's just like Brian Gortz, just like?"
I don't, but I'm very intrigued as to how much paraphrasing you just did. I would love to know how close what you just said is to the actual
transcript.
Yeah.
No, bro, I'm telling you, that's what it was. I'm pretty sure that's like everything.
Manny, look, we've done a lot of shows together. What you tell me is not always true.
The information that Manny relays and the truth is It's usually a wide gap at times.
It could be an island in there in the middle.
So,
It could
Monty,
be
I
an
want
island.
you to get a Spotify account, and I want you to go
Okay, it's
listen to the last 30 minutes of. I think it's like the last 30 minutes of the Bill Simmons show with Brian Wirtz.
Yo, the
You
funniest,
tell me.
I got you.
the funniest example of Manny ever doing this. There was nobody knowing about this, but randomly he coming in. Yo, Mystical was at Dynamite. Everybody's like,
and he wasn't.
Manny loves misinformation, bro. He eats that shit up. Like, it doesn't matter if it's wrestling, NBA, or whatever. Like, Manny will send in the most nonsensical, like, NBA, fake tweet into the chat. I'm like, Manny, bro, check your sources.
How am I supposed to know? It's
Click
NBA
the
Central.
page.
It says NBA Central. This kind of had NBA Centrals. I asked at the end. I didn't even know.
Oh, then you click the page. It's got 3,000 followers.
No, because there is a fake NBA Central. There is a fake NBA.
But yeah, man. Super chats. Chris O'Brien, 199. Appreciate it always. Naito versus Orange Cassidy, Shingo versus Takeshita. Yeah, man. Both of them look great. Naito versus Orange Cassidy is caught more. To be fair.
Yeah, that's natural. That's good.
No, sir. I need Shingo versus Hangman.
Shingo.
Bohemian Green. If you want to learn about Bohemian Grove, go listen to Chris Jericho.
Shingo. Ooh.
The podcast.
I think I'd probably give Shingo Takeshita as well. You know.
Bro, when that pumping bomber and buckshot lariat hit at the same time, and the entire city of Toronto just explodes in a nuclear explosion. That's what the shit is.
You know what I'd do? If say Punk's not in the picture yet, I'd give Hangman Tanner.
Yeah.
I'd give him like a real big head like that. You know. I'd politic to have him beat Tanner as well. You know.
I'm
wouldn't even have to. Yeah.
I'm sick of Hangman being in feuds where he has to have where he's getting mixed reactions because he's up against another over babyface.
They shouldn't do feuds. That's why.
This nigga think he gay though. He just beating Tanahashi.
Just throw up a graphic, bro. Just throw up a graphic. Hangman Tanner, and just we get to Sunday.
What about the one we thought we was getting last year with Hangman versus Okada?
I love that.
Yeah. I would need that.
I think if Brian's wrestling like Zack or Shibata, that's probably where I would go with Okada.
He can't be young boy maker Okada though. He has to be Rainmaker.
I don't know.
What does MJF do at this show?
Nothing. Sit home.
You think they cut
a promo
that he refuses to show up?
Let him cut a promo that says Puro bad. Let him get booed, sit in the skybox, then go home.
Then again,
no.
Him and Tanahashi could probably do something pretty great, honestly. Him and Tanahashi doesn't.
Him and Tanahashi would be good, but I'm not really.
If he's there at the show and he's at the skybox, they're just gonna keep pointing the camera towards him.
I don't want doing that.
Just for a segment, then get him out of there.
You could have him on the TV, just be like, I'm going home. I don't care about this stuff. You could definitely.
I really don't care to see MJF, and this is not even like an MJF bad thing. I mean, I do think MJF bad, but it's not an MJF bad agenda right now. He genuinely does not like Puro, so. Why should I watch him at Forbidden Door 2, bro? I have people that are excited to be there.
Let him wrestle Evil.
Bring back the Pinnacle. Pinnacle versus House of Torture. That's what the people need pre-show, where Dax and Cash belong. That's what the people want. That's what the people need.
Andrew the Giant, £2 super chat, appreciate it. Jay Watt going to be a maximum male model. Jay Blanc. I like it. Showtime Spurs, $5. Can you face Okada 4 times in his home country? Time for Big Kazoo to return the favour. Shout out Big Kazoo. Yeah, man. Look, like I said, Kenny Omega Okada, even though it would be it just appeals to me, especially on something like Forbidden Door, because it's like one of the matches that I don't know. It's like when AEW was first starting, like the Legend of Kenny Omega versus Okada trilogy 4 matches was like a very big thing in legitimizing Kenny Omega as like this big star to be able to build on the back of AEW with, you know. So there's a lot of like legend in that feud that bleeds over to AEW, I think. So it'd just be cool to see on that combined stage of AEW New Japan Forbidden Door, Then of course, obviously, it's fucking Kenny Omega and Okada, so it's like,
Yeah.
you know they're gonna be delivering. So yeah, man, I'd love to see it.
I agree with everything you just said, but there is a part of me that kind of there was so much gravity to the matches they had and so much importance. There is a part of me that's like, do I need to see them do like an exhibition of that? I guess I do. What I'm saying is they kind of told a perfect story there, right? Like through each beat of it, the results meant so much. And if they wrestled on Forbidden Door, you'd assume that it would just be like what you just said. It would just be kind of recapturing that feel, which I'm fine with. But I do think there's probably more interesting things you could do with both guys. Which is, I know that sounds crazy, but I think it says about how good the rosters are. You know,
but this would be the first time that Kenny would ever be presented as his equal or greater than Okada. So that's a completely different dynamic that they've never even touched upon that they could. So
I don't need Big Kazu wrestling a tag team wrestler. You know, I just.
Oh, stop it!
Oh, nigga.
That was unnecessary.
Oh, stop it, man. Moving on. Darren Walker, £5. Ayo is blue. Ibu, Monty, Anna, Manny, Joe, Rob, and Israel when it comes to wrestling Pure Legends.
Hey, Darren Walker, guess what, you dumb Tory fuck? Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. And Ayo puts numbers on the boards. Check the stats.
Check the stats.
Check the stats.
Maz 184, 199, appreciate it. We're gonna talk about Cody is the American Tanahashi. we don't talk about Evo tweets on this show, bro.
No, we don't.
Bro, come on. We're supposed to have a good time here, and I'll be traumatized by the bullshit that Evo be tweeting.
Facts. And finally, that's super chat for now. Jacob Donnelly, $5 super chat. Appreciate you. Give me Jeff Jarrett versus Yano.
Oh my god.
Please, never, ever.
When was the last time y'all were popped by a Yano match?
Oh, bro, it's been a while.
Other than the Moxley match, because that's an easy.
But when was that, bro?
That was like 4 years ago.
4 years ago,
You mean good? Like you mean a good?
4 years ago.
When you say pop, you mean like a funny one, or you mean a good?
No, like it was funny. It was entertaining.
Because that's what he goes for. You know?
Doc Gallows. It was Doc Gallows of Dominion, but it wasn't funny. It was just funny. Like, why is it happening? Funny? Like, what's going on here?
Didn't Yano win too? Right?
Yeah,
he won.
Flew Gallows over to lose to Toriano.
Look at this. Far, of course, one of the whatever they're called in. What's it called? What roles and stuff are called in Discord, man?
Mods.
Yeah, there we go. One of the mods over in our Discord.
Shout out to Far.
Karen, Far 422 $2 super chat. Karen Darren joined the cord so I can ban him.
I'm pretty sure that Tory is in there, bro. Pretty sure he's in there. Give him a 5-minute timeout, just so he knows his place, and you let him go about his day.
Yeah, man. Let's talk about Dynamite for the last 15 minutes or so. Right. So on this card, I've got a picture of it. I've got one of those cool gimmicks. Right. So we got the trios match, which is the Elite versus House of Black versus Jericho Appreciation Society for the trios titles. That'll probably. He'll be main eventing or opening or starting the second hour. You know he's going to get a big position on the card. We've got Orange Cassidy versus Jeff Jarrett, which the streets have been talking about all day.
That's probably going to open, right? It seems like he likes Orange.
Yeah, he loves opening with Orange, so I guess it would be very fair to assume that 100%. We've got Hangman and Dark Order versus Blackpool Combat Club. We've got the debut of QTV with Will Hobbs. We've got Jay Cargill's Open Challenge, which is going to be now answered by a Canadian. We'll hear from the Outcasts and MJS Bar Mitzvah Celebration. So, what's everyone most excited for? Well, actually, no, it's a bit too easy. What's everyone most excited for that's not the Trios Championship?
I got a better question for y'all. How do y'all feel about AEW doing this show within the show like WWE ass shit?
With the QTV.
Look,
I don't know. It's hard to say until we see what it is.
Yeah, it depends how it's presented to me.
Yeah.
I just need whatever it is. If he's doing quality TV, bits. I need him to cut that bar mitzvah shit off real quick. If it goes too long, I need to come out with the microphone and say, "Cut it out, bro."
It's gonna go, bro. Man, it's gonna go 15.
It's gonna go 15 minutes. We might probably knowing MJF is not even gonna build to a new feud. He's just gonna get his shit off for 15 minutes. just fucking self-masturbatory nonsense, and
He's gonna cut time from the big main event, and then people are gonna complain about it, and people are, oh, he's a heel, he does that kind of stuff. And no,
you're not
I want to watch the
supposed to.
match.
You're not supposed to like what you're watching. He's a heel.
As much as as much as you could, because when Kenny was a heel, you enjoyed watching Kenny be a heel.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
When Jericho's a heel, you enjoy watching Jericho be a heel.
And even Roman, bro. Roman, most overact, been a heel the last 3 years. 3 years.
So I saw on Rampage. Did Darby say that he's going to kind of make his intentions clear tonight? Was that in reference? Was he talking about Dynamite specifically, or did you say next week? I didn't see what his exact verbiage was on Rampage.
Can't remember.
Yeah.
Usually when somebody says next week on Rampage, they mean next week on Rampage.
That was my one, because I saw some people kind of assume that he was going to interrupt Max, and that was where they were going to go next. Which I think would be a fine direction. I'm intrigued, as you said. Like, I'm not thrilled to see the segment itself, but I do hope there is some kind of direction coming out of it, because otherwise it's like it feels unachievable very little, right? So we'll see what they do there, but I guess that's the most kind of. I guess that's one of the more interesting things in terms of direction. Beyond that, we're gonna go back to the international title. I think before long, go back to that conversation.
Yeah, I can't see Jeff winning because of how. I don't think Jeff Jarrett's winning exclusively, purely because of how they've built Orange Cassidy's reign. It'd feel redundant to build Orange Cassidy's reign the way they have, to just put it onto Jarrett, you know.
Yeah.
Like he's been presented as like this workhorse every week, defending his belt champion. He's won his last like 15, 16, 17 matches, whatever the number is.
Who do you want
to do that?
Like, ideal world. From Orange, though.
Yeah.
I feel like you need to. The one reason I think there's a chance Jeff does win is because I think they could use him to transition the belt to a Takeshita, or whoever it may be.
Bro, Tony Khan loves babyface versus babyface feuds.
Yeah.
Like, that's his shit.
For better or worse, I agree.
he loves it, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't give a shit, bro. It's crazy. Takeshita, who else is there? What young heels is there?
Honestly,
young, just like
it's
Garcia. I just want to see Garcia win.
Roosh is an interesting candidate for that.
I would like Roosh.
Yeah.
Bro, like, it's been so many for the international title now. It's been so many Americans versus Americans, and it's like it's just like completely defeats the entire purpose for what the title was supposed to. Like it definitely was supposed to differentiate it from the TNT title, and it just hasn't. Like Orange Cassidy's wrestled American after American after American, and then dropping it to an American that would just be dumb, bro. Like
Did you see Sean Spears' tweet when they made that match announcement?
Oh yeah, it wasn't me. It was one of the unpurest admins told Sean Spears that he needs to go to a real company. You feel me? Go to a real company where he'll be treated correctly. WWE.
Yeah.
Sean Spears needs to pack up the rest of the Pinnacle. Go to the Fed. Become the new Nightmare Factory. And then, let him cook over there where they belong, the big league.
You're saying the wrong name. That's his dead name. His dead name is Ty. His new name is Ty Dillinger.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Dillinger.
Ty Dillinger.
I can't wait till he comes back and hits that 10 gimmick. There's going to be 20,000 Ty Dillinger maniacs in the crowd going crazy.
Referees going to get PTSD from 2016 and 17 and shit.
Bro, I can't believe you let Prince Van steal his shit like that, too. Like, come on, bro. You got to fight for it.
Got to fight for what's wrong.
Bro, the funny thing about Preston Vance doing this shit is like, Sean Spears, when he would get TV time, he would still do the whole 10 thing. And then he'd be like, 10, and then give middle fingers like, oh my God, what a great heel. Like, come on, bro. Get that shit the fuck out of my face. Like, this is who pretends to be on TV every week, bro.
I do want to say that keep an eye out for Jose, man. He's doing a little teasing of Andrade. I don't know if something might happen. He has been teasing
Andrade.
Andrade, I'd love to see Andrade. Andrade's number one. I just want to see him win.
Andrade bent the knee. He said, "Fuck, man, they made Punk do it. I'm gonna do it too."
I don't care if Andrade bent the knee. He's got to call into one of them purists and apologize, nigga. He's been acting in conduct unbecoming of AEW, unbecoming of Wrestle Purist. So he's got to apologize to Big AO. He's got to apologize to Big Paragraph, and he's got to apologize to Big Bread. I don't gotta say the rest because you know what it is, Andrade.
What do we think the chances are that the Outcast promo isn't like bad?
I mean,
No,
Ruby's a
they're
good
gonna
If
promo.
they're like Ruby Cook, it'll be
Yeah,
pretty
Ruby's a
good.
good promo, to be fair. She should, like, I think you saw with last week's promo, she should help a lot in that regard. So,
Yeah. And I
hopefully
don't think Toni Storm is as weak on the mic as people act like she is.
it's more that she's like, it's not that her actual promo, it's more her, like, she doesn't always seem that fired up to cut them, you know, more than anything else.
Yeah.
Like, some weeks it almost feels like she's been forced to. There was one she did, Manny and I were doing a grin along for Dynamite, and she was wrestling Ruby that week, and she cut like a pre-tape. And it felt like Tony had her like gunpoint. She was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna fight Ruby, I guess." You know.
Tony Khan was in the background with a shotgun pointed at it. Yeah, you're gonna cut this motherfucking promo.
We need this 25 seconds of TV, man. We need it. They won't know why the match is happening otherwise. Come on, let's go.
Well, Darren Walker, £5 says TK's got to give fans what they want, which is JJ beating Orange Cassidy. Drop the title to Takeshi at the next pay-per-view. Yeah, man. Like,
TK's never been he's never been a transitional title reign type of guy. You think he's going to do 2 back to back just like that with the Ass Boys and Double J?
What do you mean he's never been a transitional title?
I mean, TNT title don't count, bro.
Oh.
that was just that wasn't anything like transitional. That was just like
That's just kind of what the belt is, right? In a lot of ways now, it's like it's just, and I don't even think it's a bad thing. Like, in some ways, I think it's pretty cool that it does feel like the TNT title could change at any given moment. I think it's good in a lot of ways.
I like it too.
I think since he's a huge ECW mark, I think what he's trying to do is treat it like the world television title.
Yeah,
and that's good. But at some point, not as long as the RVD, but somebody's got to have that RVD reign at some point.
I think it's like a guy like Joe is a good example of. It doesn't hurt him all to have quick reigns because it's like he doesn't need the cred from it, right?
Fact.
Someone like Hobbs, you want to get a little bit of a chance to actually beat the champ, right?
You can't drop it in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
They'll kill Hobbs.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly don't think it was good for Wardlow either, but I don't give a fuck about Wardlow anymore. So who cares? Who's good
Warrior Cross.
It feels like Wardlow's problems are deeper than that,
right? Like I don't care about Snorlo. No, like having a long TNT title reign was not going to save him. Right. So
Warrior Cross is crazy.
That's his name now, Warrior Cross.
That's yeah.
I call him. You got FTR bald FTR hair and FTR singlet. That's Wardlow.
Well, do we think that the Hangman Dark Order Blackpool Combat Club trio is going to have any sort of big angle or anything like that, or do you think they just have like a match and just kind of?
No, they're gonna piece up Stu Grayson.
BT suckered me back in, bro. Dolph Ziggler Jr., Ziggler's little brother, made me quit BTE months ago, bro. But they suckered me back in this week. There was some elite lore, and Hangman's missing his real friends, bro. He's missing his real friends, not those Dork Order geeks. So I think there's gonna be some lore involved. I think
Awesome.
But it's gonna be weird to see how they do it because also the elite are probably gonna main event. So I don't know.
All BTE fans rejoice. Ryan Nemeth is starting to get shorter segments.
Well, he had 2 segments last week. I'm not watching BTE again unless I explicitly hear about Elite Lore.
Hey, listen,
I can tell you what's gonna happen. Like the Bucks are just gonna be walking around backstage with their heads down, kicking rocks. And then they're gonna bump into Hangman backstage while he's behind some lights.
That's cinema.
He's gonna look at him. They're gonna have that Cinderella song playing in the background.
And then I'm gonna come out from like a crate in the back and just award them their Oscar on the spot.
Do you want to touch this?
That's real storytelling.
They're gonna hand him a pair of Nikes. You can turn in those boots for some Nikes.
They're gonna slide on a pair of Jordans on Hangman like Cinderella's glass slipper, and the Elite's gonna be back. Elite's gonna be back. Might even throw a Too Sweet in there like old times cinema. Yeah, that's real storytelling. Not that bloodline nonsense, bro.
We need to go back to Butch to the Butch time in the what the fuck is that nigga calling him? Adam Cole. Butch, we need to go back to that time instead of fucking Ryan Nemeth for 5 minutes every week.
That's so nasty, bro.
Nigga had 3 minutes and 46 seconds last week, bro.
Does nobody want to get over on BTE anymore? Like over 100,000 people still watch it every week. AEW roster, what's going on? Y'all don't want to get over? Is Ryan Nemeth like just monopolizing this whole thing? He's just like, no, like none of y'all can send anything in. BT's my show now.
Right, and that shit y'all was trying to tell me when I made the BTE tweet. It was like, oh, nobody's watching BTE, nigga. They have whole like press conference segments at the Double or Nothing shows for BTE titles and shit like that.
But
Hey Joe, I want to let you know that there's another wrestler gunning for that Ishii match. You know,
Who?
Mike Bennett.
Okay.
I don't want to be mean to Mike Bennett. There was no reason for you to do that. That was unnecessary. Again, that was unnecessary.
If I say,
No, I like Mike Bennett.
Me too. I like him too.
I just like refresh my Twitter. I just see Mike Bennett wants Ishii, and I said,
Look, man, that match is like I'm happy to watch it on TV, but I don't think it needs to be on Forbidden Door necessarily. It would be my take. Whatever.
if I say what I think, I'll be suspended for 6 months. So I won't say it.
I like Mike Bennett, and I like the Kingdom.
yeah, it's good
As a
work,
tag
man.
team. As a
Yeah.
tag team.
They are a genuinely good team, legitimately. Like there was so much controversy when they came in, and it's like they've become the last few years they've been really good wherever they've gone. So I'm glad to see them kind of.
The thing
find a
is,
place.
people just didn't watch,
Yeah,
Joe. Like they
absolutely.
wasn't watching, and they was pretending like Mike Bennett was just gonna get a huge singles push, and Matt Taven was gonna be challenging for the world title and shit. Like, come on, bro. Like,
Yeah. I agree. I mean, I drive my audience nuts on the grim, but like, if you look at all of the heel teams in AEW, I think they have a real argument to be the number one team, legitimately in terms of skill. I mean, I think they're better than the Guns, right?
they're definitely better than
It's
Guns.
like- I enjoy the Butcher and the Blade more, but they're, the Butcher and the Blade are like a sort of quirky thing, right? Butcher is, he ain't Mike Bennett and Matt Taven in the ring necessarily.
They
As much
don't
as I enjoy it.
they don't really connect with me. I don't dislike them as an act,
Right.
but I don't really care for them at all. I liked them a lot when they were with Eddie, but besides that, I don't
That
give
was
a fuck about
that was a
Butcher and
wild
Blade.
act,
That-
right? When
Yeah,
Eddie
that
just
was crazy.
the Lucha Bros and Butcher and Blade.
Bring that faction back, bro. That was real, bro.
I
You want to
love-
who I want to see soon as well
Yeah.
on just AEW Forbidden Door especially Pac,
Yeah.
surely he's due back sometime soon,
Pac, bro. He just
Let Pac do some
Yeah,
shit with his dragon.
it's what I mean, bro. He disappears for a couple months. I feel like
He's
it's been a
working
couple months.
he's working the OTT show that Mox was pulled from, right? So I imagine he ain't leaving
Yeah.
until then.
Well, does Pac fuck
Well,
with
that's
him?
only next week. No, that's this week.
Oh, is it
That's this
really?
weekend. Yeah, that's this weekend.
Pac's issue is that he just refuses to leave Newcastle upon time, bro. Like, because when he was in WWE, they didn't let him go home for 5 years. Like, he just did not go home, not one
Is
time. And then he
Newcastle
said
that
that's
nice?
never happening again. He just refuses to leave now. Yeah,
I need
man.
you guys. I need you, my fellow Englishmen, to explain to me how Newcastle looks as a city. Is it worth
Absolutely.
staying?
No comment from me. Monty's gonna have to take that one.
But Newcastle, I've never been. I've never been Newcastle. Interesting people though. Whenever they come to Birmingham,
I'm just gonna
I've seen
assume
them at the
everybody
pub and shit.
there is like Pac. Like the kids are like
Short and
Pac,
buff.
the grandmothers are like Pac. Like they're just full gear ready all the time, just juiced up. Son.
Yeah, parades every day. You just don't hear about it.
That ass.
Walking around with wet hair and shit.
What? His hair is just soaked, bro. Like, why is this kindergartner's hair soaked, bro?
Yeah, but like I was saying, I miss Pac.
Me too,
Great
man.
wrestler.
I love Pac.
Yeah, man. Obviously, anything else anyone wants to add on to the Dynamite talk before we get out of here? Obviously, there's the match I mentioned about Hangman, Dark Order. There's Jade. Obviously, got that open challenge. I think most people are expecting Taya at this point.
I thought people were expecting Jody Thread or something.
Well, maybe you.
I mean,
if not Ty, then who? Who could it possibly be?
Yeah.
That's why I haven't done this guessing game thing because it has to be
Lufisto.
her. That'd be. She's I don't know the last time you've seen Lufisto wrestle, but she's
hey, man.
she's not what she used to be.
And why?
No,
I don't know why.
I just hope Jade has a good match.
I've
That's
seen
all.
people saying Angelina Love and shit.
Oh my god, bro! Don't. Oh my god, son.
Alison
Yeah,
Danger.
it's got to be Ty.
It's
I
gotta
gotta.
be Taya, and
Zero
it's-
words, it's got to be Ty.
I'm gonna pray for my sister Jade Cargill.
What else sticking out?
Well, you
Yeah,
know,
man, I think that's
she's
pretty
lucky
much
that
covered it.
people are going to be talking about the Jeff Jarrett match and the trios match. You know, like,
Yeah, they're the main things, man. Obviously, we touched on those trios match. I think don't want to speak for everyone, but I think it's pretty much foregone conclusion that House of Black are probably retaining.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's their first offense, so
Right.
you would
the Painmaker and Brody King. Fuck, man, you know that shit's gonna rock.
The intensity in Manny's voice when he said that.
Hey man, he's talking that real shit. What if Painmaker just starts shooting on Brody King in the middle of the ring, bro? What is Brody
You're-
gonna
You're
do?
I wonder
definitely gonna get one
what
of
face
those.
point what face point we're gonna get with the House of Black tonight.
Nigga, what is Punk gonna do? Have y'all seen Punk's training clips, nigga? That nigga gets submitted in like 30 seconds every time.
Bro, House of Black.
Why do you bring Punk in here?
House of Black gets
Wait,
more
what just
dangerously.
happened?
They get closer and closer dangerously to just doing full on blackface out there. They need to relax. I'm just one of these days, bro. Brody King's just gonna be out there full blackface, red lipstick and all, bro. Whole afro.
He's gonna forget
It's
about the white
Triple H
paint.
era.
Yeah,
Like,
that
come
is
on, bro.
Crazy.
And then
But on that
put-
note,
Brody's putting the white paint more in his beard.
House of Jim Crow.
right, okay. But on that note, Dynamite's about to start in about 1 minute's time, so we need to get out of here. Of course, usual plugs. We've got the Wrestle Purist podcast tomorrow, Friday on Purist, of course. I'm not sure if we're doing anything this weekend. Then obviously we're on to a new week. Dynamite's about to start, and obviously we need to get out of here. Make sure that everyone gives this a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Appreciate all the super chats thus far, and we will catch you tomorrow.
Like the
Peace.
fucking feud.